Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Hey, it's kind of calm right now. We had some bad weather coming in. There's definitely some more waves of it coming in. I'm hopefully this stuff will blow on out by 4 or 5 p.m. today. Today is Saturday. It is October the 18th. So whenever you see this video, it's October the 18th. It's a Saturday. Of course, I'm not overly dressed for the occasion, but that's all right. It's just one of them kind of lazy, rainy, stormy Saturdays, but I had a little window to jump in and make a quick video and show y'all some knives so I didn't buy all these knives I'm about to show you. I did purchase some stuff through Mr. Justin Landis's Whatnot channel, which is 855 Knives. Of course, you can see it right here. Just go check out his Whatnot. I know he's got he's going to do another sale, I think maybe in a week or two at some point. But anyway, he threw in some few gifts, I call it friendship gifts. He hooked me up with a few things and I greatly appreciate it. Didn't ask for it, but he's that kind of guy, right? So I really appreciate it. But we're gonna look at it, just a couple knives, and I didn't go crazy. Unfortunately, I am on a tight pay schedule, as you want to call it, since the government shut down. So, of course, I'm not unemployed. I'm having to work without pay. So that kind of sucks, if you know what I mean. But enough on that. Y'all already know all that's going on. So, and one last thing before we get to the show y'all some of the knives. Well, I guess it's two more things. Another gentleman reached out to me. I'm looking at the package over here. Mr. Charles, I couldn't remember his last name. Mr. Charles Lehman, or Layman. He had reached out and said, "Hey, would it be okay to send you a couple knives?" And I was like, I said, "Sure." I said, "I ain't gonna say no, but I ain't gonna lie. I'll be pretty transparent. I love getting gifts and stuff from people, especially unique ones, but especially knives. But I understand that it takes money to get these knives, effort to ship them. Everything costs money, right? So I don't matter what somebody sends me. I am, you know, very thankful because I know what it costs to go get these things and to give them to somebody else, right? So very humbled over that. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't ask for anything, but I ain't gonna say necessarily say no. But I'm one of those deals where I'd rather give than receive kind of deal. And I know that sounds kind of corny to some people, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel a little weird when people give me stuff because I feel like I need to buy it, right? That's just me personally. That's just who I am. I won't say I teach that on anybody else. It's just, I mean, everybody's got their own personality and stuff. That's just me. I get more enjoyment giving stuff to somebody. Of course, there's people that love receiving something, right? There's give and take kind of people, but like I said, it's just me. So I told him, we've been emailing back and forth. I was like, "Hey, I greatly appreciate it." Like I said, he reached out and asked if it was okay to if I wanted them, and he'd send them to me. And I was like, yes, sir. I really appreciate it. And he's sending them for my that Buck Knives case, which we'll look at that again here in a minute. But like I said, it's just I told myself I'm gonna send him something back. So I got a few stuff I'm gonna send him back just as a thank you, right? Because I know it costs money, and it costs money to ship these gifts. Like some things I'm gonna send back to him it costs through UPS, right? So nothing's free. But that's just my little token of gratitude for him giving me these things, these knives, right? I haven't looked in the box, so I don't know what's all in there. So like I said, I greatly appreciate it. So, like I said, the last thing, I know some of y'all love me rambling, some of you don't, but I'm just trying to get the stuff out there. I will be doing a Whatnot. I haven't scheduled it yet because I need to get all my I's and T's because it is a lot of work to do these not Whatnot channels, especially by yourself. Of Kojak may help me out with some stuff too. I'm just trying to get it all. I'm gonna figure out what I'm going to be selling. Right, it's just to supplement a little bit of income that I'm not getting in. So that's really why I'm doing it, because I mean, I do have some knife stuff that I had planned at some point in the future to just get rid of, so I can use that money towards another knife or whatever. But this circumstance, I'm going to be selling them just to supplement some income. I'm pretty transparent. It is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, somewhat a little bit embarrassed to announce that, I guess, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'm just trying to get it out there. Like I said, I did plan on selling some stuff later on in the year. I was just, because I need time to go through and clean these knives. Some of them I need to do repairs, get them back to where they need to be and where people would want them and want to purchase them. But so we'll see it all, what I'm gonna get rid of or try to get rid of. Whatever I don't sell, I may try to sell it on eBay or something, because it's a broader, you know, instead of like 200 or 300 people that follow me on Whatnot, you know, it could be out there for the millions, right? So eBay is a bigger platform, but they do, they take a little more on the back half on the commission side. So, but anyway, I'm just going to announce it. Like I said, I will post that. Like once we're going to do it, I will post that in a future video. That way it's hot off the press. But this is just giving you the warning order that I will be doing one probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's kind of what I'm looking at. So, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. But let's look at these knives. All right, so these are some of the knives. We'll solo them out here in a minute. Like I said, if you don't know or you're running out, run and go get our OG wax. That's what the wax looks like right there. Some of them were lighter color, but I'm back to the OG original wax I got from Sullivan, Missouri, and we're back in business here. So I got that right there. It says Made in USA. So you can use this on your skin. You could use it, but it's mainly for leather and carbon steels or anything you don't want to rust. But like I said, if you got dry hands, you're not allergic to it, should be good to go. And like I said, this is more for skin. I even use some of this right here. You can see I've used some of it already. I don't wore out a spot. I've used it on blades. This one here is eucalyptus, but I don't really want my knife smelling like eucalyptus. But in a pinch, you can use this on steel because it's got a lot of the same properties as what this wax does, the 3-in-1 Creek wax does. But this Forge Bomb, like I said, it's really, because I've put vitamin E and all kinds of other things that are good for your skin. It's in there. The list of the materials that are in this Forge Bomb is in the description when you go to the Whatnot channel where you can purchase it. But it's pretty good stuff. Like I said, you can get unscented or whatever scent that's available. So here's one thing. Justin did bring this. One of the times we had linked up and was doing a little knife trading and showing off some knives. I saw that. I was interested in it, but at the time I didn't pull the trigger on getting it from him. But it is pretty cool. I've never seen one like it. I'm sure there are a bunch of them out there, but I don't know. I don't think they made a bunch of them. But it's some kind of spear, like a survival tool. I think that's the model number 071. I believe that is a stamp for the, let y'all see up close. I'd have to look see what year it is, but I guess it's designed to where you can use it as a chisel or make it into a spear. So I thought it was cool. I wish this kind of went over it a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some painter's tape, take maybe a little piece of cardboard, tape it up when I go to put it in my survival bag. That's the intent. So I'm not sitting here cutting stuff with this. But I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, this little 2-blade pocket knife, this crimped on, it's USA made. Still probably got pretty good steel, but it looks like it ain't never really been sharpened. Picked that up, got it fairly cheap. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't even think it's ever been sharpened. But I think Colonial made these. Of course, this little cutie right here, I got this one. I had it shaved in paper a while ago. I used my little diamond lap Easy Lap Diamond Stone. Used it on a little bit. It's another little two-blade peanut knife, but it's a K-bar. It's a model 1082. That one's cute. Actually, I can't really remember what I bought because he threw a couple. I know I got this one. I think he threw that one in there for me as a gift, and this one in there for me a gift, and possibly this one in there for a gift. I think these are the ones I bought from him right here. If I ain't mistaken. Justin, you can drop down in the comment section and remind me what I got, but I believe that's what it was. It might have been this one too I purchased. I can't remember. But anyway, so this fish knife, you don't see a lot of these fish knives in good condition. But look like they used it a little bit, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty clean. It's the Imperial. I'm going to put that in my collection. That's why I got it. And then, of course, this one's German, made in Germany. And this one feels like it's never really been sharpened. I don't even see any bevels on the edge. Because, see, back in the day, a lot of knife companies didn't sharpen their knives. You had to put your own edge on there. Of course, nowadays, they all come sharp because that's what people expect them to be, because a lot of people don't know how to sharpen knives. But anyway, fish knife, probably will clean it up a little bit, get it back to where it needs to be, and put it up in my collection. I think I have one other German-made one. But that's it. Most of the fish knives I got are U.S. Like I said, there's the little K-bar. Now, this little cute fellow, this was a gift. Put on the keychain. It looks almost like a little toy, but it's not. I bet you can get this thing shaving paper. But this is a LB1. Uncle Henry Charade LB1, y'all. Look how cute that is. We'll do a comparison just to show y'all, sometimes looking on these videos, it's not, it's hard to tell what the size is. And he threw this in here for me. I'm going to try to get some of these little scratches and stuff out, which won't, do the best I can, but I think this will be one of them I'm going to put in my knife display. Or carry it. I may just carry this little dude. But it's a Buck 703A, USA. Pretty clean. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can get some of these little dings out best I can. And then I'm going to take some black paint and put over the Buck. I'll clean it real good with some rubbing alcohol. Make sure I get any wax or grease in it. And kind of touch up that badge. And yeah, that's pretty good. He surprised me. He said I was going to be tickled. And of course I am. He didn't tell me what was in there. All right. One for comparison. So here, original sheath. But this one's got some problems. I have another one where the blades wore down more. But this is, I had it shaving paper. It's good to go. This is a LB5. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to take this one apart. See, it's got some play in it. And then it kind of locks in. And then it kind of doesn't. So it's telling me. And see, there's the back spring. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's a little spring rod in there. It's still there. Because a lot of times when they break, they'll be loose in there. But I'm going to check it out and see. I almost feel like it ought to be longer. But it's only going to right here. But like I said, I'm not an expert on the LB5s, but there are a lot of people collect them. A lot of people want them, I guess, because they're just a middle. Maybe they wouldn't as common. I don't know. But these LB5s bring a higher price than the LB7s. So I guess whatever somebody's wanting. But I'm going to see if there's some crud or something in here just keeping it loose. But other than that, see, it's locked in, but I don't trust it. Of course, you push in. It don't take much. Y'all look right here. I'll see the difference in the size. It's definitely, I didn't know they made them this small. So if it's an LB1, there should be a LB2 and a LB3 and a LB4. Unless they skip some. If y'all know, go ahead and drop in the comment section. But I feel like unless they skip some numbers, but y'all look right there. Makes this thing look like an LB7. But it's not. So you can see my hand difference. This would be cute to be on the keychain. But anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. But I've never seen one. Never put one in my hand. And these are rare putting in your hand too. It's hard to find these. Like I said, it's got a little bit of wear, but it's not too bad. It's just a little bit in there. Somebody did use it. But you already see, I cleaned it a while back, but it's already tarnishing from being in this leather. So, all right, let's get on to the knives that Mr. Charles sent. Hold on. All righty, let's see what's in here. Just a little buck to open it up. Let's see here. All right, finally got it open. He boxed it real good. All right, Mr. Justin. Included are the 2 buck knives from your display, for your display, a 505 lockback and a 703 Stockman. I also included an old electrician's knife and an extra Utica exchanger knife to add to the one you already have. Okay. He's been tracking. That's what I'm talking about. The Leatherman knife is for Kojak. All right. Now, I wonder if it don't have a sheath. Guess what? I was sitting there just looking at a sheath that may work. It may not be time. Maybe not be the right model. I'm sitting here looking for it. Where did I do it? Look right here. This is probably one of the older Leathermans. So I got this for a couple dollars in a flea market. So I'm gonna set this right here. But let's see here. The Leatherman knife is for Kojak. Always enjoy your videos. You're the real deal. Thanks for service to our great country, Chuck. Well, Mr. Chuck, I know the real name's Charles, but Mr. Chuck, I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, I've been looking for these knives. I know they've probably been in my post office box a little longer than they should have been, but I just getting over to it. Anyway, I finally was like, all right, I'm going. And this was in there. And, of course, these knives that I got from Mr. Justin Lennis was in there. But I think Mr. Charles or Mr. Chuck had got his stuff in there before. Came in a few days before. But like I said, I sometimes I'm lost for words because I don't, like I said, I'm not used to getting a lot of knives. I do get knives for Christmas gifts and stuff like that from some of my family, but from, technically strangers. I kind of don't like calling my subscribers strangers because they kind of, they're with me all the way, right? I call them more of my friends. So getting gifts from my friends, I greatly appreciate it. And it's definitely, you're getting some stuff coming your way, sir. That's all I can say. Like I said, I know you probably was like, no, you don't do that. Well, I'm going to anyway because that's just who I am. But let's look at these knives. I think this is the electrician's knife. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Wait, so you wanted the Leatherman's for Kojak, but I think I'm going to give, if you don't mind, Mr. Charles, it's a Camilla's too. I may end up cleaning this one up, or actually having Kojak come in here at some point in the year and clean this up, and I'm going to give this to Kojak. So he's been eyeballing some of my electrician's knives, and I'm sure you don't mind. You're probably more tickled him getting this than me. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to set this one right here, but I am going to put I'm going to take some painter's tape in a minute and mark it so I don't get it confused with something else. And this will be Kojak. So we're going to get Kojak. It's going to be his electrician's knife because he don't have one. And these, to me, are some of the better ones, the Utica ones. I think Imperial made some other brands, but Utica did a really good job. It was crazy. They're so well made and they feel good in your hands, and they got that good carbon steel in them. These are just fun just to carry like this. I got one that I carry just like this, but the exchanger part hooks up back here. I may have to break them. I may dig them out before this video is over with, and we'll look at it. But sir, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. I was not expecting that at all. And it's a Leatherman knife. Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's got its liner lock. And this, what does this do? Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. But yeah, we'll give that to Kojak. Yeah, it's got like where you can liner lock. And you just hook on to like your gear. And you got a pocket clip or you got the option to hook your gear in there. That's pretty cool. Yes, sir. I will give that to him. And I don't know if I can get him out during this video, but I will put this to the side for him. And with your letter, I'll just put it back in the box. And then I will give it to him. That way, it'll mean more that way. All right. I'm going to have to figure this one out. I don't know. We're going to figure that out. I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to cut myself. All right. Let's see here. That's probably a certain way you got to do it. Oh, man. This thing's like mint condition. Mr. Chuck, you didn't. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these in person. You just don't, I don't see these. You don't come across them in the wild. Like, I'm sure you can get on eBay and look this up. And it's definitely one of the older ones because it's the signature stamp on the buck, but this is the 505. Might have put a little edge on it. But it's super clean. May hit a little lick on with the fiber wheel and some, and then make sure I get all my greasy fingerprints off that I'm leaving, because I'm touching it right now. But that's a cool little knife right there. And then got this one right here. He wrapped them good now. I feel like he's selling stuff on eBay. The way he's wrapped them, like he's a professional. He does a better job than I do. Oh, man. All right, we're getting it out. It's coming out. Where's it at? There it is right there. Look at that, folks. Super nice. This is one Mr. Justin sent me. But I think I may have to do the same thing. Because you can see where it did have some. Now, I don't know if it come from the factory like that, or I might have to do some research, look it up on the internet. But I think it's black in here. I may do that to this one, Mr. Chuck, because I know you wanted this to go in the display, because that's the way you sent it to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then this one I got from Mr. Justin, I'm going to probably carry this one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tune both of them up, make sure I polish them real good, and then carry it. This will be a carrier talking piece. This one's going to go in the display. So, but y'all hold tight. I think we may clean it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Hey, real quick, I figured it out. So you can close it, and you got to push it in, and it flips over like that. So it locks, push in, flip back. Duh. It took me a little bit to figure it out. So, but anyway. All right, so I took these two. They were already clean. He did a good job on cleaning them. I just hit them up just a little bit on the buffing wheel. I did hit the bolsters a little bit. I mean, they do have some dings or whatever in them, but for the most part, I got a lot of it out. You can probably still see some, but that's all right. These were probably carried, and it is, nothing wrong with that. I just took the buffing wheel, mainly just polishing them up a little bit. They already were pretty shiny. I just touched them up, so before I put them in the display. So I don't take much, just a little bit of. This has that micarta scales on it. This is the 505. But these are going to go in the display. So I'm just going to touch them up. And this puts a little bit of a, because it's an oil-based product, so it does put a little bit of an oil, however you want to pronounce it, film on it. But it's stainless, so I'm not too worried about. I ain't gonna worry about putting the wax on there. You could, but usually stainless. I mean, as long as you don't just soak it in salt water or nothing, you should be fine. But do what, like I said, not to turn away from using my product. I'm just saying it's more for the carbon steel stuff that's going to be, could corrode real bad. Like I said, stainless is not 100% stainless. It can rust over time if the conditions are right. So just FYI, not to insult anybody's intelligent. But we'll put a little oil in the joints too. I'm gonna take some flits to this as well. But should have had my towel down there. Just give it a little bit of oil. We'll get the oil off, clean it up. Man, these knives are ready to carry anyway, but like I said, since it's going in display, I wanted to just give them a good working over, you know what I mean? We'll get this residual oil off before we put the flits on there. Y'all don't mind this fan right here. I just need a little fresh air in this garage. But yeah, just put a little flits. I mean, like I said, these knives, Mr. Charles already had these knives jammed up good. Everything's tight. Me sitting there putting my fingerprints all over it and stuff. I just touched it up. And it's basically all I did. But look at them, they cleaned up. They're already clean, but I put that little bit of buffing wheel and some of this flits on here, and it shined it up good. I took some of the nicks out. There was a few little minor nicks in the blade, but I just left it like this. I mean, I put the bevels back in, but I haven't put an edge on it. I'm gonna leave it like it is. If I'm feeling froggy one day, I'll sharpen them, but other than that, I ain't gonna fool with it right now. But I did get the nicks out. Like I said, it's ready to be, ready to have an edge put on it. But like I said, I'm not going. It's just going in a display, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. But just cleaning it up. All right. So this one right here. This is the 703. So 703, let's see where the 703 goes. Right there, it's the 703 Colt. That was gonna go right there. I'm gonna put it in a minute, but I have to take this whole back piece out to reach in there and get it. I can't do it with the camera right here. And then this one is the 505 Knight. It's gonna go right there. So y'all hold on, let me get them in there and then I'll show you what it looks like. There we go, folks. Look at that. Man, I hope I hear it thundering out there. We constantly getting bombarded with storms. So that's why I was trying to film and do stuff out here before, in case the power goes out. But look right there. It's the 505 Knight, the 703 Colt. Right there, folks. Ain't that something? Like I said, I don't know. I got to go back. I found one. Somebody had one of these on eBay for like $400, I think. And it had all the little signs. So I'm thinking about making my own, or somehow or another down the road, and put one there. Like find a, I don't know. I have to come up with something, but make me a little something to put there just so I know what it is, right? Because like I said, I'm missing that tab right here. That's another little bitty knife. I think I have an idea which one that is. I may even have that one somewhere in my stash. I just got to look for it. I'm gonna look for it after I get off from making this video, but put whatever it is right there, and then right here's missing one. Other than that, they're all here. All the tabs are here, so, but I'll be looking for that. So never know. Universe is pretty unique. Sometimes I may come across, busted up one of these, and it may have some of the little stick. I don't even know what you want to call it. Sticker, little. Y'all, it is coming down out there, man. All right, so here's my exchangers. Mr. Chuck was paying close attention, so I got two of them. So this one I had one off of eBay a while back, like last year, I think. This one I found out in the wild. It was at a antique store, so I got this one. So it's a little bit different. It's a bigger one, but they're both Uticas. This is more of a simpler model right here, and then this one's comes with pliers, a little hammer, and all kinds of stuff. So, but this one it needs cleaning. It's kind of beat up. This is done broke off. Like I said, it is what it is, but it was all there. Now I'm not missing anything from what research I did. This is the one that Mr. Let's see, which one? I'm getting confused here. Yep. Okay. Yep. This is the one Mr. Chuck sent me right here. Like I said, to me, it's a little bit. I'm gonna squirt a little bit of oil and stuff in there, but this one's tighter. This is the one right here. See how loop? I mean, it's still good. It's still locked. It's still in there, but this one's got a lot more play in it. Man, y'all can hear that rain out there. It's hitting against my garage door. This one right here's got more play in it. And this one came with this one. So I think since this one's a little better, I don't know, this feels tighter. I may take the one he sent me, and put it in this one. So, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then this one was in here. Now these are high carbon steel, but they use some kind of plating on it. That's why I don't like that chrome plating. I know they look pretty when you first get them, but I don't know why knife companies do that. You see where this one's starting to peel off. You'll see right there. I mean, now you could, leave it unattended and it can rust on you because it's not stainless. But this one belongs to this one. And then this one, I'm thinking I'm gonna clean either. I think I'm gonna put them both in here, hold on to it. But I sold another one I had on Whatnot probably about 6-7 months ago. But I was carrying it as an EDC just because it's real slim, nice little pocket knife, and they make a good edge on them, or you can put a good edge on them. So, but anywho, there it is, Mr. Chuck. Thank you. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Like I said, this wasn't really a hardcore cleaning video. Just had a few things I want to talk about, and then I want to show the status on my buck knife display and what Mr. Charles, I guess he goes by Mr. Chuck, but Mr. Charles, what he sent, and then some of the stuff that I got from Mr. Justin Landis' Whatnot channel, and he threw in a few extra knives as gifts. So I want to show you all that. Y'all heard that thunder. It's another wave of it's coming. So I was trying to get this video out for in case we lose power or something. Hopefully no tornadoes, but you never know. But anywho, but like I said, Miss Charles, thank you for sending those. I greatly appreciate it. I know you've heard it a million times. I done sent you emails and telling you how awesome it was. I really, really appreciate it. And you will be seeing something from me coming in the mail for you and your lovely wife. So, but hey, y'all stay vigilant. Y'all stay positive, stay motivated in this crazy world, because it is crazy. Hopefully things get turned around here soon. I really do. It's just, this ain't looking good. But thank y'all, and y'all take care, okay? God bless y'all.